Hi everyone, it's Cindy and I'm back with another video. It's been forever, it seems, since I've made a video. I had just been so busy so far this summer. So I'm just going to try to get back into the swing of things. And one thing I'm going to show is just a little bitty a haul I made at a Goodwill. Helped my daughter move this last weekend, and we were looking for some furniture for her, so we hit a few Goodwills and she didn't find anything, but I did. So anyway, I'll just show what I found. And this Goodwill, I had already said I didn't like it because they charge too much for books, which they do. It's like $2 and $3 just, you know, average book. And then, so I wasn't expecting to find anything, but I found this package. It had been unopened. It was scrapbook paper, and I got it for 88 cents, which I thought was pretty good. And it's 12 sheets, and of course they're really thin, but just for some extra colors and things. I'm doing a whole bunch of scrapbooking projects just to get rid of some photos I have. And I just need some papers to slap things on. And anyway, I just thought it'd be fun and collage, and definitely reminds me of Easter, doesn't it? So I found that. And then I found this bag for $1.31. It says all for $1.31. And every package is laces. And a lot of them are the same type of lace, just a different color. Of course, I say that, and no, I can't show them. But anyway, here's gray ones that are the same, and brown, and there's orange, and there's white. It's kind of like that first one I showed you, I think. So anyway, just a whole bunch of them. There's 3 reds and 2 greens, and I don't know how old they are, but fairly old. And see, the pink one's been open. The purple one is whiter, and it's been open. Most of these other ones have not. So, well, that one's got a barcode, so it's not too terribly old. So anyway, I might put some of these, you know, just a bundle in my Etsy shop, because I don't really need like 3 reds, and I do use a lot of red though. Don't necessarily need a lot of green. But anyway, I'm gonna look at it and see. So we'll see. But anyway, that's a pretty good buy. All that for basically $1.50. And then one other thing I got there was something I told myself I didn't need any more of, but it's some divider cards. I paid 77 cents. Oh, I just can't turn them away. They're perfect sizes for going in pockets. So I'm really planning on doing a whole bunch of decoupage with napkins someday in the future, so I'm just going to use them all up that way. So found that. And then I'm not sure if I loaded up a video or not. I've made several and I've never loaded them up. It was on a garage sale my husband and I went to a couple of weeks ago, and I found a few things, some stamps. So if I showed you the stamps I bought that were flowers, then that was that same garage sale. But if I didn't, forget it, they're already put up. But I forgot to show you that I found this book. And this is, you know, the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird, Harper Lee's Go Set a Watchman. I don't know, I know I don't have a hardback copy of it. I might have bought it already through ebooks. I don't remember if I have or not. So, you know, it didn't matter, because this book, hardback book, 50 cents. I cannot turn up that, since To Kill a Mockingbird is my absolute favorite book ever. And I have not read this one yet. So now if I do have the ebook version of it, then great. But if not, I've got this. And what was even better, sorry about that, was coming home and looking at it, and it telling me just right out in print, it's a first edition of Harper Lee's second book, which was you know, it took her like 50 years to write it. People were waiting for 50 years. So anyway, this is a fantastic find for 50 cents. It's going on my library shelves, and that's that with that. Okay, I'm working on a book for my granddaughter. I think I've got it finished. I was just getting ready to put the post and hair tie closure on it, and I thought, you know, I showed this once. I don't know if I did a very good job of it, so just might as well show it again. So here we go. You need 2 holes, and I'm trying to find a marker. Yep, here's my disappearing marker. One disappears with water, one disappears with air. And just center the hole. And this one is 9 1/4, so 4 1/2 is 9. 2 4 1/2 is 9. So 4 1/2 would be the center, plus I got another 1/8 I got to add. I got to sit down for this. Let me move my hull stuff. Okay, so if it was just 9, 4.5 would be the center. But it's a little bit more. This ruler is just terrible. It's a little bit more than 9. It's a whole extra 1/4 inch more, so half would be 4.5 plus 1/8. I hope you can follow that. But anyway, you just find your center, and you know it doesn't have to be exact. And this hole is going to be for a post. It's going to do silver, and not the eyelet. I need the post. Oops, I hope I have a silver one. Let's see. Yep, I do right here. Silver post. Okay, let me. That's and there's 2 pieces to it, and it's already screwed in there. So, gotta undo this screw, which I couldn't get a screwdriver out, but that's too easy. Okay. Almost got, okay, there's the 2 parts, a screw, and then I don't even know what you would call that, the post, I guess. So anyway, this hole is for the screw, so it needs to be a small one, and I don't know what size this is. It's just on the pink crocodile, oh, 1/8, it's a 1/8 hole. So you need to try to check to see what you might be poking a hole in, but this time I've remembered to move it over a little. So I'm finding where I marked it, and I'm just gonna come in about 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch or so from the edge, poke my hole, and then put my post in there. No, my screw thing in there, and then put the post on it. And I just finger tighten it. Okay, so we got our little doorknob, that's what I call it. Now we need to do the same thing on the other side and mark a hole. Now you can measure it again. You can eyeball it if you want, like that, or you can measure it again. So it was 4 1/4. No, 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 1/8. I'll make sure I did that right since I just said it wrong. So maybe my brain was doing it wrong. It looks pretty good though. Okay, so now I'm putting this eyelet in, so I need the bigger hole on this side, and it is, where did I see that marked at? 3/16. I'm not sure if that's, they were thinking of eyelets when they made these measurements, 3/16. I don't know. I don't know why the whole philosophy about that. I just know that years and years ago, a friend had one of these things. I said, ooh, I want one too. So I just went to the store and I saw a pink one, grabbed it because I liked the pink. Didn't realize that they were different. And it's worked out perfect for me. Okay, so there's the eyelet. I just put it in there. Use the tooth part of the thing to smush it down. If you have one of these, you pretty much know how to use it. If you don't, then you're just going to be using, I don't know, they used to have those eyelet cutters that were, I don't know, something you had a spring loaded. So depending on what you have, I definitely recommend the crocodile. I just do a little slip knot on here, and it comes around and closes that journal. So now I thought, since I had time left over and I'm trying to make a video, I'm going to show you guys this journal I made for my granddaughter. I tried not to make it vintagey junky, and I just tried to make it kind of pretty. And she is, she likes horses, always has liked horses. Trying to get everything out of the way. And I asked her mother, so what color? She said, teal, probably. And I said, oh, great. I'd already had picked this book out and this picture. And when she said teal, that was perfect. So anyway, it's a large journal. What was it? We know it's 9 1/4 by almost 6. So for me, that's large. Seems like everything I work with is small. It has 3 signatures. I did a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. Covered it with this. It used to be a belt from a pair of pants I bought. And colors were perfect. I found this bracelet, and you know what? I was worried about putting it on here. Because I thought, how do I glue that on there? I didn't have anything other than your standard Elmer's glue and fabric tack and some tacky glue. So how do I get this on there to stay? Well, I found some carpet tape. So I cut little pieces of carpet tape, and so far it feels like it is on there to stay. So that's a little trick in case you need one. And then I just had some dangles I put on here. And of course, you know, if she don't like them, she can whack them off. So anyway, let's look into some roses. So anyway, this was from an art magazine. A pocket made out of book page. I just put lots of washi tape on it and decorated it up. I got these tags from Diane H's Etsy shop and just put a little napkin on there. And then this I got from G. Kerr's Etsy shop, and I thought it was just a little sentiment to put there. Each signature has a tab I put on there and scrapbook paper. And here I made a banner with just a little fabric cluster with a flower on it, and then all of mine usually have blank paper you can write on, but since I made it a paper clip, I kind of covered some of it up, but you can still get writing space there. It's just some paper. I had a lot of books. This is in the way, isn't it? Get out of the way. There we go. I had a lot of books on different horse things because I've been collecting them for a while, and this one is on how to draw horses. So I think I included, it was just a real thin book. I think I got it at Dollar Tree, but I think all the pages are here. They're not necessarily in order, but she probably can figure it out if she's really intent on wanting to draw something. Just a messy messy journaling space made out of some paper that I stitched around and glued it on this pattern paper. And on this side, I made a pocket out of an old children's workbook that had a horse on it, and I just had some scrapbook paper, made a tag out of it. And a guest check, I just put a bunch of different things on it, including these hunting dogs that you would hunt with your horses. This is some typing paper. Another book on horses. You'll see more of the pictures later. Yellow ledger. This is from the... you can see it barely, shorthand book, and I just covered it with another messy journaling spot, and then a scripture verse, because my granddaughter is studying to be a youth pastor. And then I took some, this was probably the flyleaf page from this book, and I stamped lines on it and glued it in here, so I got journaling space. Here is a pocket made out of, paperclip. Made a fold stamp with a horse on it and made a paperclip. There, we said it. And then I included the Edith Holden page for September because she was born in September. And this is a magazine page that had horses, so put it in here, and it's kind of flimsy, so I put a pocket on the back, another scripture verse, and this pocket I just put some more. This is actually not napkin, it's tissue paper, and just decorated it up a little. More scrapbook paper. And this is a plain card. Her mother said she likes purple as well, so purple and teal together works great. Here's another horse book. And so this is an old recipe, which the color was great. Copy paper. I just liked it because it kind of looked like a bandana. Put a tab on it. Another page from the drawing book. And then the back side of the signature. And the same sort of pages. This one I covered up with it was a postcard or something I got in some junk mail. So the back side was blank. Cut this picture from a book, a little bit of napkin there. So we just made a little collage that you can write on, covering up parts of that back part of that magazine page that, you know, didn't have anything to do with horses. So that was the other side of the Edith Holden. Made a pocket out of the scrapbook paper and had a bunch of washi up there and just a booklet with, put a horse on it, some scraps of napkin, and just blank places to write. She's also into music, so I included a guitar string package and just made a simple little tag out of I think it was a book cover. And still the back side of the signature. I didn't cover that. I decided not to cover everything that wasn't horsey. Give her a chance to slap some things on there. So there's that. I had a library pocket. It's the side of the angels, and I had this date due slip, which I put on some cardstock just to stiffen it up and can write on both sides. This was some strip of bling. I think I got it at the Dollar Tree because I just liked it. And it's a whole border, and it's easy to put on, and it stays. So there we go. And that's the end of the first signature. Here's the second signature. Same sort of pages. I did have this garden planner I put in here because it has her birthday, September 20th, and it's got a fabric cluster there. And another stamp made out of faux stamp, and it's into a paper clip holding those book pages. Here is a pocket I made out of fabric and book page earlier, if you saw those videos, and a journaling card made out of scrapbook paper. This fabric is what I used on the inside of the spine, because it's got the teal in it. And some more typing paper. Pocket made out of scrapbook paper with tissue paper and old flour. I had this left over from one of the gardening projects I did, so I just love that old postcard look, so I just put it in here. So that's about the only grungy looking thing that you'll find in here. So drawing horses, yellow copy paper, type paper, back side again. So anyway, I just thought you might like to see what I did here. Another scripture with some lace behind it, and a messy journaling spot. A pocket or a bag made out of book page that's just got some wallpaper on it. Another one of those G-curve sentiments or words. A sticker I found that had teal in it. It had a butterfly that goes with it too. This label came from Dollar Tree, and it has different colors on there, and it had the teal one at the bottom. I just had this made up. It's purple flowers, and I used teal colored thread to sew around it. So put that in there. More horse books, graph paper, the planner, drawing horses, another verse with lace behind it. A pocket made out of book page and just a little bit of everything that was on the desk. I just threw it all on there just to make a little collage. And this is a stamp piece of fabric, and basically the same thing on the tag as well. I was cleaning off my desk, made these. Got some seam binding. Third signature, messy journaling spot, some washi tape. This pocket is wild, I tell you. It's a book page, and this is folded in half, then this corner's folded down. So I covered it with scrapbook paper, stamping there, that tissue there, put a big butterfly on it. And even the journaling card that goes in there is wild. Lace, a horse, and then I found a stamp of an owl that had kind of the teal colors. So that one's crazy. Another stamp made out of into a paper clip, and scrapbooking pocket with different elements on it. Tag with napkin on it. That's copy paper. And this was some really long paper. I don't even know what, scrapbook paper, I guess. And you'll see the other side of it in a minute. I had made this a long time ago. I had a bag or something made out of this plasticky stuff. So I just made a little pocket out of it, and I found a little horse picture, put some gesso on the back, and it's got some sticky Velcro to close it with, and little flower, and put it on here with a purple paper clip. So this is an atlas page. This is the sewing pattern page again, and I just put a piece of the scrapbook paper on here and made a little side tuck. Put a verse on there with some cheesecloth and a butterfly cut out. And this is a flashcard, and I just covered it up on the back so you can write. But I've decided, I've done, especially in this one, some backing these verses with cheesecloth and lace. I definitely like cheesecloth better. I like the look of it better. I like the ease of it. So I've got quite a bit of lace to put behind stuff, and I don't like it as well as the cheesecloth. So I'm going to be digging out my cheesecloth more. And it doesn't have to be, I used stain this, I'm sure, with my distress ink. So I've got some that's not even just stained, so it doesn't have to always be brownish. Double pocket made out of book page with napkin and washi on it. And just another plain card. It's got a journaling spot on the back. Piece of leftover flyleaf from another book. I had a butterfly stamp. I think you'll see it in a minute, and this was what was left around it, so I just put it on here. Do some edge punching. Makes a little journaling card. Didn't do anything there. Wallpaper pocket, and just have a book on horses that had a little bit about the bridle and the tack and stuff. So made an informative journaling card tag out of that. I have this, oh, another little horse paper clip. Just couldn't have too many, right? Leftover scrap of paper, just made a pocket out of it. And these are leftover scraps of scrapbook paper. That was a die cut I just put up there. Here's that sticker behind this piece of tracing paper. There's the sticker. We saw the negative of it earlier. Oh, here's that paper I said was extra long. I'm assuming it's scrapbook paper. I'm not even sure what, cardstock, whatever. So it's just extra long. And here I have a pocket. I'm not pocket, an envelope. And it's one of those I kind of went crazy on again. Uh-oh, we're sticking. Okay, napkin, butterfly, a cluster. So it's kind of wild. So I just paper clipped it on, and I don't think I even put anything in it. So it's empty for her. And another one, just, you know, I had this scrap of napkin. It was from Frozen, and I thought the colors are pretty good. So I just used as much of it as I could. And where it didn't meet here, I just put some little elements to finish the collage. This folds out, and it's got some place where you can write. And then I made it as a pocket, and here's a frame that I just stuck on a piece of, it's a flyleaf again for another book. Rounded the corners. And here's a pocket made out of that same flyleaf. Pages. Those are great because they're thick and they're can be used like cardstock. Plus they have the colors that either match your book, or like in this case I had 2 books with the same color basically. I used my edge punch just in the center, the music, because she's also likes playing guitar and stuff, and the keyboard. And a little cluster, I put a stamp there. Made this little booklet out of the left cutoffs from the pages. And then I just had a piece of you know, this that I edge punched and made a little tablet. So I think we're just about there. So that's it. I didn't even put anything in the back, just keeping this kind of plain. So anyway, this is going to be for my granddaughter, and I hope you guys liked it, and I hope she likes it, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.